just got back from. I went to the mechanic, and I need a new couple of parts, sway bar, and something else. So I don't know what happened. Maybe I hit a bump, but I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of money on the car to keep it running. All right. But let's try not to worry about that today. We're gonna look at a cryptocurrency called XYO crypto in a little bit. XYO, because this is the newest crypto that I bought. And I've been doing a little bit of research and I'm pretty excited about it. Very excited indeed. All right. We'll get a few people joining up soon. I'm certain of it. I'm certain. I don't know why it just went away like that, but let's go. Come on, guys, let's go. Says, how long have you been black? Good question, bro. So, yeah, I added a new crypto into my portfolio. Chewing, yeah. I just bought XYO crypto. Let me read this to you about XYO. XYO is a cryptocurrency that powers the XYO network, a decentralized platform designed to collect, validate, and distribute geospatial data. It utilizes blockchain technology and cryptographic protocols. So what is geospatial data? Let's check that out. Geospatial. This is the kind of stuff that we have to do when we're researching to find out which cryptocurrencies are good versus which ones are garbage, okay? Memes, where it at? I'm trading new pairs. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm definitely into the meme coins, okay? Timu Jesse from Breaking Bad, yes. So what is geospatial data? Refers to information that is tied to a specific location near the Earth's surface. It combines location information, coordinates, characteristics of object event. This data can be static, such as location billing, or dynamic. So it can track things that are moving. Apparently this cryptocurrency is into this stuff. Represented into two primary forms, vector data and raster data. Geospatial analysis enhances traditional data by adding timing and location, enabling the creation of visualizations such as maps, graphs, and cartograms. Governments can use geospatial data to predict natural disasters. But yeah, this is as far as we know, it's just a meme coin. It's just a hype coin. It'll probably get another pump. Whether it turns out to be a real legitimate cryptocurrency, I don't know that yet. I'm not that deep into my research, but definitely something looks to be special about this one. Okay, XYO cryptocurrency. Yeah, I got the new Shiba Inu. Yep, no more Pokemon hat. We're going all to Shiba Inu hats. New pairs, it's Pump Fun. Pump Fun. Yeah, I don't do that. I just hold cryptos. I don't really try to trade them very much lately. There's not that many large trading opportunities that I see. From what I see, most cryptos are just going down, and they're approaching their lows, their cycle lows. So I see this as a buy opportunity. We got 12 people in here. Hopefully all 12 of you are buying cryptocurrency right now at these low points. You know, this is when people get rich. Days like this are when people become wealthy. It doesn't seem like it. What it seems like is a lot of fear. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people are probably dumping their crypto. But this is the time when you want to be holding on. Days like this are when millionaires are made. Just very boring days like this, when the markets are flat, the markets are down, okay? Because I think we know what's coming. A big pump. The big pump is going to be coming on crypto, I think. Everything looks very exciting. All the cryptos are really going very, very low. And there's nothing more exciting than to see good quality cryptos on sale, like ICP. So Bitcoin right now is 69,351. And as I said, Bitcoin hit a double bottom at about 63,000. So, yep. Bitcoin hit a double bottom. That's a sign that we could be heading back up. XRP is at $1.40 right now. Solana, $87.83. Don't forget to hit the dislike button. Yeah. Shoot. Some people don't want to make money, you know. The people who don't follow me are people that are afraid to take the risk. So they can go. Yeah. I want people on here that are not afraid. You're willing to stand up for what is right and buy these cryptos when they're at the cycle lows. You want to be buying everything when it's on a discount, okay? Most people, they overpay. They buy cars that are too expensive. They buy a house at the top of the market. They buy stocks at the top of the market. Okay? People always overpay. You got to get out of that. You got to break the cycle of overpaying for everything. For one thing, when you buy a $50,000 car, the government gets way more tax money. You have to pay way more tax. Just with the taxes on a $50,000 car, I could have bought like 1.5 cars. You know, my car only cost $3,000. That's the taxes on a $30,000 car. That's ridiculous. You know, people are overspending, and that's got to change. I'm trying to change that. Trying to get people to think logically about their money. Okay, Jesus, yes. Shout out to Jesus as always. He says Jesus loves you. Your thoughts, I'd let you know. Yeah, I know. Trust me, bro. Okay. You're taking a risk wearing that chain with facial hair. I don't see any risk. This is just a store of wealth. It's a storage of value. Some people wear their money. Other people, they just spend it on an expensive car, you know, and they drive around inside their money that actually owns the car. You know, by the time people actually own their cars, they're junk. You know, people get a 5-year loan. After 5 years, it's already got close to 100,000 miles on it, you know, and then you want to get rid of it. You're taking a risk. Most vehicles depreciate in value so fast, it's insane. Especially the Tesla Cybertrucks, those are going down a lot. Cars like McLarens, and even all cars, every car. Some depreciate slower, like Toyotas and Hondas, but even they depreciate quite a lot. So yeah, no risk, no reward. Scared money doesn't make money. Yep, that's what my mentor taught me. Scared money doesn't make money. So usually when I'm feeling like real scared, like oh shit, the stock market looks it's going to crash, I'll try to force myself to buy more. Okay? Or every time it looks like silver's going to go down, you know how silver will look like it was going down today? I bought more. Now it's easy. I used to have to really like struggle like, "Oh, I'm scared. I know I should buy more," and then I wouldn't even do it. But now as soon as I feel scared, I just buy more. It gets easier and easier, and then you start getting richer and richer. So you always got to take chances, especially when you don't want to. All right? Because these market makers know how to get to your mind. They want to affect your mind so that they get rich and you stay poor. So they want you to feel scared. Whenever you feel scared on a trade, it's usually because the market maker wants you to feel that way. So you got to look that market maker straight in the eyes and say, no, you're not going to manipulate me. You're not going to make me sell, because I know as soon as I sell it, you're just going to buy it. And then you're going to sell it for much, much more money. That's what's happening with silver right now. I think they're trying to shake people out of silver. And the price of silver is probably going to go to the moon. Okay? When we invaded Iran, gold and silver skyrocketed. But then I think they manipulated it down to make sure everyone is scared out. They don't want you to buy silver and gold. Okay? So when you think gold should be staying much, much higher, that's exactly when the market maker is going to hammer it down to demoralize you so that you sell. You get rid of your silver and you sell your gold. That's what they want. They don't want you to buy it because they want to get those shares from you. Understand? Same as cryptocurrency. These insiders, they want you to dump your crypto so that they can buy it up cheap. All right? So I agree with John here. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Is the white Sir max a lot? Sir, 3% is not skyrocketing. Sometimes I might say, like, in a video, I'll be like, gold is skyrocketing. And I just say that to get attention, to get views. Because you got to realize all these other YouTubers are doing it too. They all do clickbait. So if I don't do a little bit of clickbait, my channel's never going to grow. So I have to kind of do some of the tactics that these other guys do. You know, because I'm getting sick of seeing these guys become millionaires overnight on YouTube. I'm going to start doing some clickbait too. All right? That's just how the industry is. We all do a clickbait. All of my colleagues that are on YouTube, they all use clickbait. So, yeah, I don't mean it's really skyrocketing, okay? So just chill, bro. Just chill. Buzzam. But the fundamentals have to be intact. Maybe, not necessarily. I mean, for crypto, I mean, I just like to buy at the cycle low, even if it doesn't even have fundamentals. Usually, if you look deep, you will find that there are fundamental reasons why an asset's going to go back up. So crypto is going to go back up because we're going to get lower interest rates. All right? I think that's what it's all about for crypto. Crypto needs lower interest rates. Just like silver needs higher inflation. Every asset needs something to happen, you know? So if you look deep, you'll usually find it. And I think that there is evidence that supports crypto long term. So we definitely think that another crypto bull market is intact. But that's just my opinion, okay? Get a long tooth. John is 100% clickbait. He doesn't mean crypto. What do you mean then? Hey, hey, Jordan. Yeah, it's always neat to see friends come in here. Like my boy Kobe over at KC Trades. Today, Jordan decided to join us. Lower interest rates and also contribute to inflation. Well, but yeah, I was just checking out the markets and I was telling my viewers that I bought a different cryptocurrency, XYO Crypto. Because the price, it looks like it's pretty darn cheap. And it's a unique cryptocurrency. They store data, geospatial data. So any kind of crypto that has a unique niche, I'm interested in it, especially if the price is really low. So what could go wrong? You know, I put $100 into this thing. Maybe it goes to 50. like that guy said, scared money doesn't make money. You have to be willing to accept that you might lose some money. Okay? And you have to take that risk. So, you got to just freaking do it. Take the risk. When it comes to investing, you don't need to become an expert. You don't need to spend 5 years learning how to invest and how to trade and how to buy and sell and watch every Dave Ramsey recording or you don't need to learn anything to become an investor. You just have to have some good stocks. You just have to, or a good idea. If you have this idea in your head that, gee, we're going to go to war, price of oil is about to skyrocket, maybe I should buy oil stocks. That's all you need. You don't need any kind of an education at all. You could even be a complete moron and you can make a lot of money in stocks. You just have to have a good feel for what is coming. You can look at the data. The data told us that silver was in a supply deficit. It means we're not making enough silver. So the data tells us that eventually the price of silver is going to have to rise since there is not enough silver for industry. So you can look at the data, you can look at your gut feeling, and just take a chance. Invest. So I saw that video, good coin. Yeah, gold, silver, stocks, and don't forget about cryptos, my music. Cryptos might even have more potential than gold and silver here, because the variance from the cycle low to the cycle peaks is so vast. Okay? Some of these cryptocurrencies are trading at a very small fraction of where they were. Okay? I'm just telling you guys, I see mad bargains in the crypto space. Okay? I think it's foolish not to be investing in crypto. You guys should be investing at least $75 per week. Okay? And some of you guys that make good money, you're making 50, 60, 70, 80,000 a year. You guys should be putting $200 per week into cryptocurrency. It's called dollar cost average. That means you buy a little bit at set intervals. Okay? You buy a little bit each week. $200 a week. You know, if you're poor, you should still be investing. I talk to poor people all the time, you know, and these people are afraid to take risk, you know, and I can see the reasons why they're poor. It's because they're scared. Poor people never really want to invest. They always find some kind of an excuse. Okay? Whether that excuse is, well, I could lose money. I'm not going to invest because that's like gambling, isn't it? That's what they say. It's like gambling. And that's what my mechanic said today is, oh, it's just another form of gambling. And that's okay for him to say that. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is why we gain more knowledge. The more knowledge we have, the more certain we can be about where these stocks are going. So I think it's different than gambling. It's recognizing cycle lows, cycle highs, different aspects about the economy. It's recognizing, you know, whether we're going to be having more inflation or less inflation. And it is paying close attention to all the data that we have. You know, the more you know, the more money you can make too. But like I said, even if you know nothing, you should still invest. These are no-brainer prices here. That's what I call it, a no-brainer price. Let me show you a no-brainer. Okay? This is called Chainlink. This is one of the better ones that I like. Okay? Chainlink 907. It was actually down to 8. But this is when all the crypto was just beginning, okay? So forget about these low prices. This was at the very beginning of crypto. Now crypto is real. Everybody knows it's real. So here is one of the peaks, up to $50. And then here's the lows. And then here we had 3 major peaks. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're right back down to the lows. Okay? So this is when you want to buy it. When we're down here, that's when you want to buy. Right here. This is when you want to buy it. Okay? Chainlink. So that's what getting rich is, recognizing opportunities. If you can look around different stocks, eventually you're going to see a stock you like, you know, and then you can do a little bit of research on it and then decide if you want to spend a little bit of money on it. You can't be scared. Realize you're going to live a long time. If you invest $100 into a meme coin and you lose half of it, who the hell cares? The This is why we seek out investments that have a good risk to reward ratio. The risk of Chainlink is very low. Maybe it could go down to $4 or $5, but it could also go up to $50. Okay, so your risk of loss is not that much, but your risk of gaining, you can gain 5x or more. So pick investments where you really don't think there's that much opportunity to lose, but there's a lot of upside. But there's all kinds of different things you can check out when you're buying a stock or a crypto. Wear 50 cent. Yeah, take the risk and wear 50 cents necklace. 50 cents necklace. I like 50 Cent, but I don't know what he's got to do with this conversation. And 50 Cent does wear gold chains, yes. Just don't invest more than you can afford to lose. That's generally is good wisdom. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And I have always followed that, and that's why, I've never been completely broke, because I've never overinvested too much. Okay? Even if you're extremely bullish on something, I still don't think you should put 100% of your money in it. But if you do, that's your choice. You can do that. I would advise doing that when you're younger, because then you have more time to rebuild. Okay? Crypto is the future, he says. Well, blockchain, Solana, ETH are what you should dollar cost average into. I agree. I don't like any of those. Those will go up, but other things will go up more. So RWA will be on Solana, and everyone will be using stable coins and blockchain. Yeah, I can't be more bullish on crypto right now. We're so lucky that we have the opportunity to buy crypto this cheap. You got to look at it like that. We're lucky. Okay? You've been given a gift that we have the opportunity to buy Chainlink at $9. ICP is only at like $2 and something. Guys, it seemed like just yesterday, silver was $35, and I was telling you to buy silver. And now we're making big money on the silver ETF, the silver stocks, and our physical bullion. Now I'm telling you, crypto is the next thing, okay? And in a matter of 6 months or a little more maybe, we're going to be looking back on today, and I'll say, guys, I was giving you the keys to the Lamborghini. I was telling you exactly what to do. I was telling you that crypto is approaching cycle lows, so we need to be buying it. Like I said, this is how you get rich. When you take chances on days like today, and you say, screw it, I'll invest $1,000. And then it goes down. Boom, you lose half of everything. And you say, damn it, I'm going to put in another 1,000. And you never stop until you become rich. Okay? You dollar cost average into these cycle lows. You eliminate fear. You have to eliminate all fear. Delicious Triscuit crackers. And I have this too. I was going to do a little workout. I think I still will. I'm just carbing up before I lift. I was going to do lower body and then just do some curls maybe. Nothing too crazy. So, oil futures were up 12% today, John. Did you make crazy money today? P.S. Oil tanker stocks are up 88% year to date. Yeah, take a look at NAT, N-A-T. Also take a look at RIG, R-I-G. Okay? Those are two good ones that I have. They're very good. Yeah, dude, I made some money. Shit, bro. I've been buying oil stocks for about 3 years or more. Probably close to 4 years now since I was making videos on the golf course. I've been buying a lot of oil stocks. Oh, yes. So, yeah, Petro Brazil. Hell yeah. I don't know. I'm making my account today hit a very, very, very good number. So I'm definitely making money on the oil stuff right now. And I bought more WTI. Okay? W&T offshore. I just bought more. So I'm getting a lot. We have to consider position size. WTI. It's a great stock to get a large position in. The options on this thing could turn out to make you a lot of money, but there's no guarantees. Options expire. Okay. Now, options ain't going to pay you that special dividend. Owning the stock will. So that is really like my favorite oil stock. It's called WTI. It actually went up to about $3.10 today. I've been loading up on it when it was back at about $1.50, $2, $2.10, $2.20, all in there. I was buying it, and I'm trying to get. I have well over 1,000 shares. Yeah, but I'm thinking I need to get more. Yeah, I think I need to get more. I got options on silver stocks. Those are going to expire. I could sell those, put like 10 grand into WTI. I'm for real, guys. You cannot be scared. When you have an inkling that something is going to be a high performer, you don't want to reject that thought in your mind. Okay? You want to force yourself to take action on it. It's so easy to just go about your day and forget about the stocks because you're stressed out. I don't want to think about stocks today. I'm stressed out. That's a bullshit excuse. You got to think about getting rich every day. Every day. Good. This guy's bullish on ICP. Yes, my ICP brothers. Yeah. ICP, I think that's going to be a really, really, really good one. How long we have to wait before we make all this money? Probably not long. We saw Bitcoin make a double bottom. It's already moving up. Might only be a limited time until crypto goes back up. And look how bearish people are, Usually they're going to shoot it up when everybody's most bearish because a lot of retail already sold. So if they shoot crypto up right now, then a lot of people are going to have FOMO. They're going to be left behind, and they're going to want to buy it at higher prices. They're going to be willing to pay higher prices. I think, that's why they shot silver up pretty quick. A lot of people feel like they missed out, and now they got to pay way more. They shoot these investments up as far as they can, as fast as they can, with the fewest people on board. With that knowledge, that tells you that at some point crypto is going to start to go up, and it's probably going to go up pretty quick. Many of the previous bull runs, a lot of these cryptos go fast, real fast. Okay? When it comes, it's going to be a massive surprise. You've seen Shiba Inu before. It just straight up. It was at 509, and then it goes to 4046 in like 3 days. It just goes straight up. So the time to buy is now. If you don't buy it, you're going to be caught, and you're going to be feeling like you're missing it big time. You're like, oh shit, I wish I would have been buying it for months, and now it's going up so fast, and you're going to have a hard time jumping onto it. And you might be too scared to jump onto it too, because you're going to regret that you didn't buy more lower, and then you could even forget about the whole thing, and you're going to miss out entirely on profit. I'm just saying, a lot of things happen in the mind of a person. You got to take control of your psychology. So, no brainer, Solana. I think Solana has got a lot of potential, but I would like to buy it like somewhere around $50. But yeah, I don't even know if we're going to go there. If Solana takes off right now, I'm going to be left behind. But that's okay because I have so many other cryptos. So I'm not really too worried if I don't have Solana. I have a lot of cryptos right now. I'm probably up to close to 30. So that should tell you that I'm not scared at all. I have not been selling any crypto. I haven't sold any crypto in at least like 5 months or 3 or 4 months. The last time I sold crypto was ICP, and that's because it went up to like $9. After that, I never sold any crypto. I took my profit on ICP, and I bought more ICP after it crashed back down to $2. So I'm showing you guys the trades. Let's see what number ICP is. It's number 49, okay? We're about to lose it. We're about to go 50, 51. But yeah, it's $2.42. This is the crypto with the most advanced technology, in my opinion, okay? And they're going to pump it, when up is the path of least resistance. They're always, the insiders, the institutions, the company, they're always looking for the path of least resistance, okay? And right now, there is no path to the upside. We got to get interest rate policy changes. Got Got to get lower interest rates, which will happen. Very, very big things are coming to the crypto universe, okay? Very big things. Tesla's $60,000 Cybertruck is gone. Here's the new. The wait just got longer. Tesla's introduction of a more affordable Cybertruck variant appears to have paid off, as the all-electric pickup has reportedly seen strong demand in just over a week. April 2027. So they're coming out with another Cybertruck, a smaller one. However, as previously suggested by Tesla and Elon Musk, the introductory pricing may have been available for only 10 days. After debuting at $60,000, the new base model is listed at $70,000. So the new Tesla is going to be 70 grand. It's going to be a smaller Cybertruck. That's kind of cool, but I don't like the Cybertruck. Okay? They rust. You can't get one where I live. They're going to rust. So I'm not a big fan of the Cybertruck. So I could care less, you know. That's so stupid. John, that is exactly the psychology of crypto. You got it. You got to let this stuff become you. You got to get into it. Get into the psychology of it, you know? Get into the mind of some of these get into the mind of the masses. That's what you have to do. You got to think how the frickin' masses think, you know? And when they become afraid and sell, that's when you got to do the opposite. You see all these newbies that are panicking on crypto. Oh no, Shiba Inu is going down. I'm scared. And when you see these other people sell it, that's when you got to start to buy. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I have no idea. I mean, I have no doubt that my crypto portfolio might even outperform my stock portfolio in the future. Okay? Right now, my crypto portfolio is doing very bad. But that just makes me even more excited because as prices come down, as I'm losing money, I'm buying more and more and more crypto. Okay? I invest between $75 and $300 per week. But usually I think I put in about $150 to $250 per week. Okay? How do I do it? I just work a lot of hours at my job. I work a lot. That's how I keep on investing. So don't underestimate the value of your day job because your day job is how you get that money and your day job is the vehicle that you're going to use along with stocks so that you don't have to have a day job anymore. Our goal is to springboard from our day job to our own type of business, our own thing, okay? And this is not easy and it takes a lot of time and a lot of trial and error, but I'm saying it's worth it. We got to get into the stocks, the cryptos, start your own business, start a YouTube channel. I think YouTube is a great business. Sometimes it's very hard to get a channel growing, but I think that when it does grow, it's going to be rewarding. And so far, it's been pretty rewarding for me. I'm not really complaining too much because a lot of people have given me a good responses about the channel. Call it pull back then, go up. Bro, Solana is massive. Yeah, pick up some Solana then. I want to buy it, but I don't want to pay more than $50. Hyundai has an 80% stake in Boston. Oh, if you think Boston Dynamics will take us to the promised land, buy Hyundai. Boston Dynamics. Yeah, I don't have that stock. I don't like Hyundai. I don't like their cars, but maybe they got something going. Looked like it was like kinked or something, but it's good. We good. Here, no more work. We're trying to get out of the rat race. You know, that's the goal. Forever slacker. You might have somebody gave a $5 thing the one day and then I shut it off instantly. It might have been you. Looking like a real G, John. Looking fantastic. Thanks. I got the Shiba Inu hat now. Won the ruby on mustard gas and spray on tan. Wow. Yeah, iced out. Yeah, I like a little bit of ice. The reason I started looking into that kind of stuff was the article company out of Japan about sex robots, and I think whoever makes those will make a lot of money. The sex robots, yeah, I think so too. There's not a lot of companies you can invest in that do sex robots, but I got Realbotics. Okay, I have Realbotics, XBOTF. The robots don't actually have sex though. But in the future, maybe they will. Okay. But yeah, I'm very bullish on that company. It is kind of like a scam penny stock company until they start getting more revenue. And it looks like they are doing better. They're doing a lot better. So it's starting to get real with Realbotics. It's starting to get a little bit real. They just came out with a new robot. I think they lowered their pricing on some of their existing robots. And they're increasing the technology. So shit, yeah, they're pumping real money into these robots, and pretty soon they're going to be able to walk. You're going to be able to chill. You know, you might even be able to have your own personal robot drive your car to the store for you and go grocery shopping, and then they're going to come back and have sex with you. Okay? This technology is getting out of hand with AI. It's getting crazy, dude. There's going to be so many crazy things that you're not even going to believe. With AI, it's going to make your freaking jaw drop in about 5 years with how advanced these robots become. Okay, it's going to be something like you never even imagined. And the sex robots are coming at a perfect time when women are being the most hypergamous that they have ever been in all of history. And we live in the most brutal fucking dating market that we have ever lived in all of history. So that's why these sex robots are coming now. Okay. And yes, if you have a way to invest in these, I think you should. Absolutely. Okay. Boston Dynamics, makers of some amazing robotics. I've heard of Boston Dynamics. Yes. I've seen videos of the stuff that they make, the robots jumping around and stuff like that. Oh yeah. But I heard of them. Yeah. Imagine one of those sex robots going haywire on you mid thrust. Or what if it electrifies you? Like, yeah. But I'm not too worried about it, okay? There's a private company, but Hyundai owns 80% privately. Wow. Hyundai owns a lot of them. Oh, so you can't buy them then? Okay. You have tested them yet? No, I haven't tested them, no. Have not tested any of the robots. As soon as they send me one, I will. I think later I'm going to make some eggs. They're a private, where's the best place to find gold? I don't have any idea. Yeah. I don't go mining or panning for gold. But I will take a little bit of pre-workout. There we go. Time to get big. Time to get pumping. Yeah, that sucks that silver and gold kind of went down a little bit. Like I said, they're going to hammer them down to try to discourage you and demoralize you because they don't want you to buy silver. So You got to expect it, you know? Just like that night when silver was skyrocketing, I knew that this was going to happen. In my mind, I was like, yeah, I'm going to make a bullish video later tonight and I'm going to try to get some views and I'm going to say silver's going to the moon long term, you know? But I knew it was going to pull back, and you got to expect these pullbacks. You know, the market maker knows when you're getting overexcited, and they want to shut you the F down. Like, oh, these people are getting too excited, they're buying too much silver, so then they try to scare you. And then they take your shares, and then they get rich, and you stay poor. Our job is to beat the freaking market makers at their own game. All right? No, it's our job is to move along with the market makers. It's to move with them rather than against them. If you go against the market maker, you're probably going to lose. All right? So you got to figure out what they're doing and you got to go with it. So stroke up, stroke down. John, do you not like shakers for protein shakes? I just don't have one. I had one and I think I left it at the old, when I used to live in the basement, I left it down there. Yep, I left it. I don't have one. Boston Dynamics. Yeah, we got a guy. That's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, gold's tanking. No, guys. Let's see gold. There it is. Hey, we're still doing good. We're still way up here. We're definitely going to go way higher, I think. Here's the last 6 months on gold. There's a massive drop. Imagine if we got another massive drop right here. That would suck. A lot of people are afraid that that'll happen. That's why it won't happen. Too many people are not jumping onto gold. It's going to leave them behind. All right. That's what it's designed to do. They're trying to keep you behind, keep you off of gold, off of silver. They want you to think it's going to fall. And the newbies will ignore silver and gold until it gets to a certain time, and then they're going to buy it. And they're going to pay a lot of money. The newbies are going to pay a lot of money for silver. They're going to get excited when silver hits about 180, and they're going to start buying at about 250, 300. And then silver's going to crash. They're going to lose everything. There's always a huge crowd that piles on at the very top. And it's always the newbies that don't really know jack shit. So look at all the fools who said at the massive drop, all that red. The stock market has fully recovered. You know, I said, my statement is get long war. Whenever you see war, I think that's a good time to invest more money. Because war means that we're going to print more money, inflate the currency, and causing asset prices to go through the roof. Okay? All we're missing is low rates. If we could get low interest rates, the Dow Jones would go to $70,000 within a couple of years if we had a 0% interest rate. And that, I think that will happen. I think they're going to lower the interest rates. The stock market's going to go crazy. Yeah, we're going to have FOMO again. He got a degree BS in economic development and manufacturing of goods and services. Yes, take life advice, financial advice from hip hop. Who would win the Ruby at their peak? Jason Genova, Big Lenny, or you, John? Me. I would obviously win. You know, I just would know how to play the game better. I would get into much better shape than them. You know, Jason Genova, he can't. That guy, he can't stick to a freaking diet at all. The guy's like well over 20% body fat. He couldn't even get below 18% body fat for more than a week or so. He fell off his diet. He can't even. And Big Lenny, I mean, he had the worst case of Palumboism I've ever seen. That his gut was so huge and so massive from all the growth hormone and steroids. So I would easily win that competition. This guy has a question. How much SHIB do you own? I don't say. I don't say how much I have. I got a good amount though. I mean, a lot of people tell me that they have like 1 million Shiba. I'm like, you know, I'm struggling not to swear right now, but it's like, how foolish are you? You know, how foolish are you? Oh, I have 1 million Shiba. You think that's going to make you rich? No, these people should not be investing, you know? These people that think Shiba Inu is going to go to $1, they think if I just buy $50 worth and that's all I need. These are the people that should not become investors. You know, well, they should, but they got to watch my channel first, you know? Everyone should become an investor, but some of this stuff is obvious, you know? It's just stupid. Like, you really think you're going to put in $50 in Shiba Inu and you're going to become a millionaire? It's never that easy, okay? They would never make it that easy for a common man to get that rich that quick. No. If it does happen, it's very rare. So don't throw shade at J-Rock. Yeah, don't throw shade at J-Rock. Execute it. Order 66 on you, buddy. Yes. Jason Genova, Order 66. Lord Sidious. I love that movie. I used to have a puzzle, a Star Wars puzzle, that one of my girlfriends put together, and I used to hang it on the wall, but now I don't need it, you know. It was a great thing and a great decoration for that time in my life, but I don't need that thing anymore. It's probably in the garbage now or burned up. What are you doing for legs today, John? I was just going to do some of those squats with the backpack. I'm just neglecting doing it. Supply is too high to reach $1. I was going to do some of the squats and then just like some curls. Just for the biceps, you know. So I was going to do like 3 or 4 sets of squats and like 4 sets of curls. Just to get the biceps pumping a little bit. And yeah, this is my pre-workouts in here. I got to finish drinking this. A little bit more water to volumize the muscle. I didn't sleep good last night. Too much light coming in the window maybe. Too high stress levels. Probably. Massive cortisol spike at work. When we're busy, you know. So that's not good for muscle growth. Cortisol is a catabolic hormone. So yeah, I wasn't feeling it today. I didn't sleep much, but I'm still going to do a little bit of a workout. What are you doing for yeah, supply is too high to reach $1. Exactly. And I've always said for the past couple of years, if Shiba Inu is going to go to $1, we got to see a massive parabolic rise in the burn rate. And, you know, we could get that. We could get that. But it still wouldn't go to $1. It would go up like 20x or 25x. To actually go to $1, we would have to see the burn rate absolutely go ballistic, and it would have to keep on going ballistic. And we'd have to be burning well over 500 million a day, you know, for extended periods of time, long periods of time. We would have to be burning billions and billions a day, okay? I just don't see that happening. We could get a massive burn. The whales could team up and hit us with crazy burns, 500 billion, you know, a trillion. So I do believe that will happen, that the whales will team up and they'll decide to pump it up. So you're going to see the burn rate spike. That's coming. It's going to spike massively, yes. But it's not going to frickin' eliminate all this frickin' supply. But yeah, we're going to see crazy shit happen with the burn rate on Shiba Inu and with the burn rate on ICP. Internet Computer Protocol has a burn rate as well. Right now it's inflationary, so there's more tokens being created. But with Shiba Inu, there's not more tokens being created. It's only going down. With ICP, there can be more tokens created, but eventually it could become deflationary. Okay, so Shiba Inu has a one up on ICP, but ICP it's the far superior technology. So ICP is extremely good technology as far as crypto goes. Got to invest weekly. Yes. It's called paying yourself first. I invest weekly. I buy crypto weekly, plus I put money into a Roth IRA weekly. And it's growing fast. Okay. In my Roth IRA, I have been putting mostly oil stocks and commodities, and it's all up. I started a Roth IRA like 6 months ago, and every single stock I bought is up. It's all about how you pick your stocks. If you pick the right stocks, it's not gambling. It's investing, you know? So the stock market is not gambling. Investing is different than gambling. By investing, you're taking a calculated risk that you have spent much, much time thinking about, and you've done your due diligence. You've done all kinds of research. And then you say, okay, I'm going to buy this thing because I see that it's a likely possibility that I'm going to make a lot of money here, you know? Like I said, I own 45 million and I use it for leverage on bigger projects. Okay, 45 million Shiba Inu is still not that much. Okay, still not that serious. I would say I think it's best to have at least 100 to 300 million or more. I like to own at least 100 million Shiba, but I think it's best to have more than that if you can. And of course, if you're not into Shiba Inu, that's fine. You know, I just like to, I'm just very bullish on it. So the market cap would be more than Tesla and Google combined. Yes, and unless the supply went down. If the supply goes down, then the crypto itself can go much higher without the market cap even moving at all. Okay? So if you lower the supply, the price is going to go up and the market cap will stay exactly the same. So it doesn't have to be like that. Yeah, it can be, the market cap can stay right where it is and every single Shiba Inu coin will go up massively. But yeah, we have to burn more. It's true, but you know, we're probably not going to burn that much Shiba Inu. Okay? Do you own a lot of physical gold or silver? Yeah, both. I'll show you. I got my other gold piece. Oh yeah. There it is. But, yep. Love that one. I want to get a bigger chain, but we're not making enough money on here yet. A bigger chain would cost me approximately $7,000 to $10,000. So I'm not buying it yet. So I hope gold can stay down. Yeah, if gold can stay down, or even if it pulls back to 5,000, I'd be happy with that. I don't think it's going to happen, but we can dream, you know. You ever try out dude wipes before, specifically the bubble gum? I don't know. I have no idea, bro. What's your favorite silver coin to stack? My favorite silver coin to stack. I like Libertads. Silver Libertads. They're the Mexican ones because they're thick, they're old. They're highly coveted, they're very collectible. So I like Libertads, I like Maple Leafs, and I like Eagles. I would never pay the money for an eagle that they're asking today. If you want to buy a silver eagle, you're paying a massive premium. So I would never buy Eagles today. But when I used to buy Eagles, I would never pay a premium. I would always just get them for spot or like $1 less than spot. I would never buy an Eagle. Yeah. Only buy Silver Eagles if you can get them at spot, you know, or like $3 over. A lot of people are, I think they prey on the less intelligent. The people that buy these Silver Eagles and they pay like $10 premiums, these people are probably not, they can't be that smart. They're being convinced that you should value the particular coin over the metal. So I think it does come down to IQ. That's why they say IQ is everything. You know, if you're stupid, you're going to be suckered into these stupid deals. When you buy silver, you don't want to pay more than like $3 a coin. But maybe now you're kind of forced to. Let's take a look at the premiums right now. Provident Metals. Provident Metals. That's where I buy my silver. Let's check out the premiums. Look at this deal right off the bat, guys. It's not even that good of a deal. It's $4 over spot. It's kind of a lot. But this day and age, that's really like, that's kind of fair, I guess. Let's take a look at 1 ounce silver rounds. All 1 ounce silver coins, okay? Yeah, they're freaking 99 bucks. Yeah, I don't really want to buy these prices. There's a Mexican, looks like a Libertad right there. Onza. Maple Leafs are at 104. That's crazy. I've been trying to find data on ICP when the circulating supply was in 2021. When it was over 500 versus today's supply. I think the supply was only slightly lower. The supply has been going up, but not by like insane amounts, okay? It's gone up a decent percentage, yes. But yeah, the supply was not that much lower. The reason ICP spiked up is because it was manipulated up and then it was shorted down. It was shorted by Sam Bankman-Fried and Alameda Research. So the reason why ICP came out and it went up and then it crashed, that was manipulation. A lot of people like to say that it's because ICP is just not good. And Cryptos R Us, he says, oh, ICP is not good because it hasn't performed well. That's really what he says. Silver wasn't good. Does that mean that silver wasn't good back when it was $15 an ounce? Silver wasn't good because it wasn't performing? No. Sometimes the underperformers are actually the highest quality asset. Okay? So don't believe what a lot of these people are saying. Like Cryptos R Us. He's always against ICP. You know? And I think that is very bad. Very, very bad indeed. He says it's bad just because it doesn't perform well. No. I've been trying to find, I just bought a couple for $1.50 over melt, which was happy. Yeah, that's a good deal. Thanks for the info. Hey, William Capone. William Capone. Al Capone. Let me take my calcium. Yeah, dude, I could be kind of like rude and shit, but I just tell you how it is. If you're paying fucking $104 for a Maple Leaf, you're a fucking idiot. Okay? That's just the way it is. You know, you're not... There's better options. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Let's see how much a kilo bar is going for. $3,000. That's a good deal right there. Yeah. That's a pretty good deal. $3,000. 3 G's on that one. Whew. I'd say buy these. I buy these just because I like them because it's like a really wide and it's huge. It's like wide and flat. So this is what I buy right here. Those are the Sunshine Mints. Those are my favorite kilo bars because it's just a huge bar when you look at it. That piece of silver. Those are the ones you got to buy. The Sunshine Mints. It's 3,170. I was buying mine for around 900 bucks. So now I had tripled my money. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. All right. Yeah, random rounds and you can get a better deal. Buy random rounds, 99 silver, or buy shot. Shot is good. I don't have any shot, but I would get some, yeah. Silver shot. Gotta get me some silver shot. Do you ever have your metal smelted? No. I've taken it to be sold at a refinery and they'll smelt it down there, but no, I've never smelted any myself. But I don't know how to do that, but that's a cool skill. Guys, let's smelt some metal. All right, we're going to do a few squats. Let's start off with just some, could be fun. Yeah, I don't have the time for that. It would be a good YouTube video, smelting some gold, you know, as I breathe in the gold fumes. You know, I don't know how to do that shit. Let's get the blood pumping, guys. I need that shirt. Yeah, it's Dr. Fauci. I bought this shirt online because I thought it was so cool. Dr. Fauci. I think when all the Democrats freak out when they see me wearing this. Like, what is that? That's the evil Dr. Fauci. And they're like, oh no. To all these old liberal women, you know, they get very offended. That's why I wear it. For the liberal women. And our goal is to get about, 20 or 30 of these. Enough to get a good warm-up. You can go slow or you can go fast. You want to get the heart pumping a little bit. And it's not a race. Your warm-up is just that. It's a warm-up. You're just taking it easy. All right. Then we're going to do a real set. So, high demand industry and metal refining, yeah. I want to make my own copper bars, like melt down some pennies and then make some copper bars. Dude, if you could smelt copper and purify it to 999, you can make bars and sell them for a lot of money on eBay. But good cast, a good mold, because 1 ounce copper rounds are going for $12. Isn't that so stupid? $12 for 1 ounce of copper. You know, these newbies are buying this stuff. People have no clue about metal. I'm lucky. I've been in the metal industry for a long time, so I know about pricing and I know how much to pay and all that. Because I've been interested in gold and silver since about 1999. All right. Yeah, frickin' smelt down some copper. If you could print out some copper 1 ounce rounds and then sell them at like the antique places, antique shows, I mean, it might be a good thing. All right, let's do a little bit more weight. A little bit more weight. I got the pennies in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's a good set. Good set. What's the penny dollar value you're squatting? 50 bucks. It's a $50 bag. $1976. It's pretty heavy. That's worth about 250 bucks. And to the right person, I could probably sell it for 300. But if I wait, I'll probably get about 1,000 when copper goes up. So I'm going to wait. What's the penny? So good lift. Yeah. We got to do a lot more volume than that. Okay. I don't have a lot of weight, so I got to get more volume. So letting the body recover right now. I'm going to put some more weight in there. Okay. I'm going to take some of these off. A little bit better. Should help me build a little bit more muscle. Hold a dumbbell at the same time. I did last. I will. Do split squats. I have a gold bar. I'm getting sick of it and may sell it. Why are you getting sick of it? Why are you even thinking about it? Bro, you're thinking about what you can do with the money, you fucking moron. Just put it in your safe and let it sit there. All right? Just take that gold bar, put it in your safe, and don't even think about it. Why are you thinking about it? Why are you thinking about selling your gold? Are you a moron? Hey guys, I got a gold bar. I'm thinking about selling it. What a joke. I think he's joking with me. You gotta be joking with me. I'm thinking about selling my gold. Yeah, too soon, Junior. You sell your gold now, you're a newbie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20. 21. 22. 3. Those are quite easy. I probably could have did, but my lower back, the lower back is getting like really sore. So I'm not going to go too crazy, but yeah, my legs can handle so many more reps. But my lower back is my limiting factor because the backpack is on the front and it's really weighing my front down. So my lower back has to work extra hard. So it's limiting me, that's all. So I gotta try to find a way to do it that's not limiting. Even with the limitation though, it's still getting a good workout. I don't sorry guys, yeah. Absolutely trolling. Don't sell your gold like I did. It's okay, Forever Slacker, you know. We're all tempted to sell, you know. The market sniper said, you'll sell too soon. He said that in a video. He said, why you will sell too soon, you know. And everyone's going to sell too soon, okay? Don't feel bad. I'm just an asshole when I called you an idiot. But yeah, everyone will sell too soon because it's too lucrative not to, you know. If you bought gold at 2,000 and now it's worth 5, of course you're going to want to sell. But in reality, I think the smarter choice is gold. For sure. For sure. In my opinion. And I could be wrong. Leave some woman for the rest of us. I thought this was a workout channel. It is. It is. It is, bro. All right. Let's do a few more reps. We got to do a lot of volume because I really want, I want to get big legs. When your legs are properly developed, it just takes your body to a whole nother level. All right. Whew. Well, that's good. Got a little bit more volume under our belt. Now I got to rest and then do some more volume. So, you know, time under tension is very important. Yes. Time under tension. But, you know, let's say you use a weight that's 5 pounds and you keep that under tension for 3 hours. That's not going to give you any results at all. So yes, time under tension is a factor, but so is your level of intensity, all right? Intensity, actually, I think is more important. That's what Mike Mentzer said. It's all about intensity. Do you think maybe the knapsack might break the chain? No. This chain is thick. Okay. It's got a lot of girth. Why choose one, buy both? Don't mess your back up. Wow, he messed his back up. Okay. Yeah, I can do a bunch of reps, but it just, I don't want to do too much because it is, my lower back is getting a little bit sore. So I got to watch my posture really when I go down, and when I come back up, I got to watch the posture, especially with all the weight on the front. Definitely, bro. Thank you. Such a great training tool. Tut. Time under tension. Let's get some more time under tension, guys. All right. Get some more time under tension. 1. We got to hit at least 20 here. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. The reason you got to keep on going until you feel that soreness, that pain, that burning, is so that you exhaust every single possible muscle fiber. Okay? That's the only way you're going to get the biggest gains, is if you exhaust all those fibers. So how do you do that? Do a little bit more volume, okay? And I'm perfectly happy to do a lot of volume because I just don't have the heavy weights. If I had a squat rack, I might not need to do a lot of volume. I would just go heavier, you know? Or I would just do 2 all-out sets. Let's go, baby. Lightweight, nothing but a peanut. I'm feeling small today just because of the stress from working the channel. Today my car having a problem, so I had to take my car to the mechanic. The stress of not sleeping last night hardly at all, so I'm just feeling the stress, and it's not really a great day for bodybuilding, but who cares? Let's do it anyways. You're not going to grow just by sitting around all day. So I'm going to do a little bit more volume. Plus, my legs can handle a lot more since I've been doing these for a few weeks now. So I should be able to handle a lot, all right? My car just has a problem with the suspension, the sway bar, and a couple things. But it's not that big of a deal. And the check engine light. So, but it's fine, because if the car takes a dump, it's almost motorcycle season. So it's fine. If the car breaks, I'm totally okay with it. I am. But we'll see how much it's going to cost altogether. But yeah, I started feeling a clunk today when I hit the brakes, and then when I accelerated, it makes a clunk like every single time. And then when you turn the wheel, it makes like a clunking sound. So he said the sway bar is broken. We got to get at least 20 here, guys. Don't be a wimp. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, very easy, but I'm feeling the burn, and I definitely feel the burn in my back. So that's why I'm stopping. And we'll take a rest, and then we'll do some more volume. Yeah, he said it's only $40 for the parts. He has to get like a sway bar and then a couple other little things. It's because something else would loose. There was something else other than the sway bar. And then today I went to turn on the engine, and it didn't want to start. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. It started. It just didn't want to. Why you need an audience to work out? I don't. I need a... Why are you in the audience? I'm in the audience to build my channel. All right? I got to become one of the biggest YouTubers in the fitness industry. All right? So that's why I'm doing this. And I want to do a little bit for biceps, just because it's fun. This is about motivation, dude. Okay? And a lot of people are with it. They agree with what I'm saying. They like the motivation. They like the investing. Okay? I don't need an audience, but it's nice. You know, if I could, my audience will be 1,000 females that are all a 10 out of a 10. but that's not the way it can be. Okay. So the audience that I have, I'm very happy that I have these guys. Very happy. All right. We got some of the most loyal members that I've seen in 3 years. Jesus Rodriguez, William Capone, My Music, and Forever Slacker. A lot of people have come and gone, but these guys are sticking around. For now, at least they've decided to stick with it and support the channel. So let's just see where this thing goes, you know? We got 18 viewers in here. I'd really like to bump that up to about 25. Let's see if we can bump up those viewers a little bit, guys. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. All right, let's go. We got to get the chain out, of course. All right, guys. I got to get at least 20. This is like my 5th or 6th set. So I'm doing over 100 reps altogether. 1. Starting off strong. Still strong. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's good. That's good. I don't need to go crazy. I'll probably get results from that, even if I don't go crazy, all right? I don't need to hurt myself. But I think I'm getting a little bit better cardiovascular. Shit, dude. Remember? I was like super out of breath. Now I'm breathing heavy, but it's really not as bad as before. So I gave up vaping THC. I don't vape it anymore. I just do joints now, okay? And even that, I'm cutting back. I'm cutting back on those joints. I only have about 2 joints a day. So I think that's good. I still have to cut back on the Red Bulls, okay? I have like a Red Bull every day, and that's really like the worst thing that I do. So my goal is to give up Red Bulls. And ideally, I want to stop all caffeine because my body is just like sensitive to caffeine and it just keeps me up. That's why I love it. That's why I love it. I was telling my wife today, crypto isn't dead. No, it looks like it though. Just say if crypto is dead, good. You buy it when it's dead. You sell it when it's alive, you know? Say you gotta change the way you think. When it's dead, it's good. It's looking good, okay? When I see freaking all these cryptos way down, they're looking good. They're looking dead. All right? And yes, I did buy crypto. I bought XYO today. Earlier today on my live stream, someone's like, oh, check out XYO. I'm like, all right, let's do it. I bought it right there on the spot. You can't freaking second guess yourself. If you think you want to buy something, freaking buy it. You know, if you're not in these markets, you're never going to freaking celebrate after you win because you're never going to win. All right? You got to be into some kind of shit, whether that's freaking real estate, stocks, cryptos. I believe investing is the way to go. You know, if you have a good business idea, you can do that too. You should always invest. So you got to have multiple things going on, guys. You got to start a YouTube channel, start investing. All right. Think your check engine and your car not starting could be a fuel injector. Maybe. I went to start it up. I went like that, and then it shut off. And then I did it again, and then it stayed on. Fuel injector? Okay. I'm going to bring it up to the mechanic. All right? I'm going to tell him. He's getting my front sway bar on Friday, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to drop it off. And I'm going to say, bro, fix me up, and I'll pay you whatever you need, because this guy is fair. So I'll just pay him whatever he wants. I know he's going to be pretty fair. And just today, he's like, "Oh, I don't need any money." I said, "Here, take $20, because you know, you're my mechanic. You know, I don't want to look like a cheapskate to my mechanic. That's what one person you don't want to look like a cheapskate to. You want full respect." John and I don't agree on XRP, so we don't discuss it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of XRP. I do think it's going to go up though. I was saying, you know, it could go to $5 to $7. But I just don't believe that the technology is what they say it is. I think that they got a bunch of scam banks to say that they're going to adopt it or something. This is not true. I don't believe. In life, if you pay somebody off, you can get somebody to say anything. If I gave one of you $100,000 to say you're gay, you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay." All right. If I gave some bank 100 grand and I'll say, "Someone at your bank needs to put out an article saying that we may be thinking about adopting XRP. You know, here's 100,000." Like, "Oh, okay. Wait." They'll say, "No, 100,000 is not enough. We need 2 million." Like, "Okay, here's the 2 million." Then XRP pops up, and then they can dump it on the retail public. You know, if it was so good, they wouldn't be dumping it on the public. They would be storing it, but they're selling it. It's not a fully diluted market cap. They're dumping XRP onto the market every month. If it was good, they wouldn't do that. They'd keep it, and the value would just skyrocket. But they would say, "Oh, we're letting everyone have a chance to invest in XRP." No, you're just dumping it and making money. But as I said, scams are good investments, okay? Remember Genius Group? That's what got my whole channel started. Genius Group stock. I said, "Guys, this thing is a scam, but they're going to manipulate it higher." So we bought the options. I made over $8,000, and I knew it was a scam the whole time. All right? Knew it was a scam the whole time. I still made an investment, and I still made a lot of money. So yeah, buy XRP. You'll probably do well on it. Whew. John, you should get yourself into, a scanner, yeah. An OBD2 or whatever scanner, right? I used to have one, but then I sold it. But yeah. All right, guys, it's time to get serious now. We're not playing anymore. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of feels heavy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, thank you. We got a buck. Because of that, I'm going to drop down and give you 20. Every dollar we do, I shouldn't do that, but I got to make money. Every dollar I do 20 push-ups. I'll be freaking dead. I'll be I'll be freaking dead in about 10 minutes. Whew. Guys, every dollar we do 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did it, guys. Every dollar we drop down and get 20 push-ups. Let's get beast mode. And then I'm going to come back up and do some curls for the biceps. Yeah, let's do them this way again. This is my favorite way to do them. Just straight up and down. 3. 8. Now we got to get 8 with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it come all the way down, get that good stretch. 6, but you want to still keep tension, okay? Keep a little bit of tension. 7, 8, I'll do one more. 9. Let's get pumped up, guys. This guy's going to lift weights too. He's going to the basement to lift. That's what all you guys should be doing. Good job, dude. You're going to be a beast. You probably already are. He's got the weights right in his basement. Arms still feel strong. Probably do a couple more push-ups. Chest feels good. Feels pretty strong. Worked out at work for 8 hours. Yeah. Some jobs, they're like a whole freaking workout in and of itself, you know. I used to stack boxes of eggs. Try doing that, you won't have energy to work out. All right. That's right, boys. Do it. My guys, hit that subscribe button. Pump up that chest. They're trying to. Yeah, but my breathing's getting better, but it's still got to improve a little bit more. Since I quit the vaping, it's better. If John goes on a bulking phase, he'd look only if I was on gear. If I bulk up, you know, I don't get that huge, no. I just get more stomach fat and, you know, the muscles get a little bit bigger, yeah. But not that much. I'm a hard gainer, okay? It's very hard for me to put on muscle. Very hard. So I started doing more like leg work because I thought that would help if I do more squats. I think it's helping a little bit, but it takes such a long time for me to build, you know? Such a long time. All right. Let's go. 4. That's pretty good. 7. I think doing the legs kind of tired me out, so. That's right, boys. Let's get it. What's the most you have ever weighed? 193. 193. The reason is how I got up to 193. The test I ordered was real. That's why, because I was on test. And that was one of the few times that I got real gear. Usually it's fake, so that's why I don't even buy it anymore. Because I bought in gear like 3 or 4 times, and it was only real the once. And that was from No Excuses Labs or something. No Excuses. And I ordered it again, and I think it was fake the second time. So I got up to 193 because I was on test. So, and my arms were looking like pretty freaky. If John go, so what is the most you have ever weighed? Yeah, Tongkat Ali. Yes, I tried Tongkat Ali, and I don't think it worked that well. No, it might add an extra couple percent, 2 or 3% to your physique, but it did not really do that much for me. No. From my experience, no natural supplements really help you put on that much mass. Okay, not even Tongkat Ali or Long Jack. Even if you take a 200-to-1 extract, it's not going to do that much. Okay, supposedly it can raise testosterone a little bit, yes, but I don't think it actually does that much. Okay. Now let's do a set of hammers, all right? The hammer curl, you just curl up like a hammer. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to swing it a little bit, just because it feels good to just get pumped up, even if it's cheating a little bit. Swing it a little bit. Remember, if you swing it up a little bit, then you can hold it harder on the way down, and it's going to have a better effect when you're lowering it. Remember, concentric, eccentric, and this is static, I guess you would say, static. Let's go. And you want to control it on the way down. Control it. Work that muscle. All right. That's how you do it. I love it. End game. I'm like the fucking trailer park final boss. Trailer trash final boss. White trash. Farming simulator. Shit, guys. Let's do a little bit more on the freaking triceps. Just a little. Just a little bit. All right, guys. Gonna do just a little bit of tries. How much battery do I have left? 9%. All right, guys. Let's see how much I can do here. Are you ready, guys? What's the new crypto you bought? XYO. XYO. All right. All right, let's see what we can do. Ready? This is what separates the weaklings from the men who are destined for greatness. And me and you, we're destined for greatness. If you're watching this, we're going to be great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 repetitions, guys. What's the new? Yeah, that's the crypto I bought. Yep, XYO. XYO Logistics or something. They analyze geospatial data. So it's got a unique niche. Again, it could be just a scam. Even if it is a scam, it's probably going to go up. So if it's not a scam, I think it's going to go up. And if it is a scam, I think it's going to go up. Okay? That's basically my reasoning. I know it doesn't make sense to a lot of people. It's hard for me to explain. But that's what it is, okay? I do like XYO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah. That's how we get big in here. I'm in here looking like the ASU frat leader. All right. Doing tricep extensions in a gaming chair is hardcore. I'm happy you said that. Thank you, dude. That makes me happy. This guy says I'm hardcore. And this is not baby weight either. This is 29 pounds. That's really not bad. For tricep extensions, that's not bad. I think the most I've ever done is like 35. Well, it's getting kind of hard. Couldn't do it. That's good. Don't need any more than that. I got some back muscles coming in. But now I don't even know if I want a gym membership until my car is running right. Okay. So yeah, I got to check the fuel injectors. And it could be something simple, but yeah, it's probably that's what the problem is not getting enough fuel. So Probably fuel injector. Yeah, shit, dude. I'm gonna have the mechanic, yeah, take a look. Let's get stronger, guys. Come on. You got to learn to like the pain. Forever slacker. Could be a fuel pump. Yeah. Either way, I don't think it's bad. But I'm a little bit worried I hope my car starts up tomorrow. That's good. You gotta quit sometime. I wasn't even gonna do any more than legs. I was just gonna do legs and that was it. But I did a couple sets of push-ups. I did about 4 sets of curls, maybe 5, and 2 sets of triceps. So haven't seen a fuel filter in a while, but could be that too. Fuel filter. Yeah. Okay. All those are simple problems though, so hopefully it's one of them. But yeah, definitely had a problem. I was driving today, and it just felt like a clunk, like a ball joint. And he said it was the sway bar. The sway bar was completely like broken off. So a couple little things. Yep. Freaking hate cars. They're nice when they treat you well. I got lucky though. It got me through the winter, you know, pretty much. Now it's gonna be getting the old motorcycle. My motorcycle's pretty cool, just can't wait to ride the bike. I still got to pay my taxes. I didn't even do my taxes yet. I'll do it pretty soon. Got to do it soon. So yeah, it looks like a kilo bar is almost 3,200. Let's see what the price of gold is today. 3,342 bucks an ounce. You know, we're right up there, you know. It always sucks when it pulls back. But I think the bottom line is we're building positive structures. This is very constructive in a positive manner. We should be heading up to a new record high on gold. Gold hits a new record. It's only a matter of time until silver comes back. Okay? And I did buy more AGQ, okay? I've been, you know, gaining more confidence with silver and gold, and as my confidence goes up, I buy more. So, AGQ, that is the ETF of the hour, okay? Learn how to work on them. Yeah, I know. I know a little bit about them, but I don't have a lift for one, you know. I gotta get a lift, but I intend on getting a lift. You know, I want to get one if everything goes as planned and I make a lot of money in the stock market. I'm gonna buy like a tiny house and I'm gonna get a garage and I'm gonna get a lift, and then I'm gonna, you know, allow a mechanic to do work there, and I'll just collect a part of the profit. And he'll fix my car for free and my family's cars for free, you know. But yeah, that's all way off in the future, so I'm not really like too worried about that right now. I'm more worried about getting the money first. The money is step one. Step two then is you buy the house, the garage, the lift, you know, stuff like that. Hire a mechanic, and then I can try to get work for the mechanic, and I'll just get part of the profit, you know. We'll charge 150 bucks an hour or whatever. Harbor Freight Jack is 40 bucks. Yeah, I'm scared to do that. I don't like to get down under my own car because I know a kid who his car collapsed on him. He was actually a friend of mine, and he caved in his chest. And I know, you know, it's if you take the right precautions, but it's just something that I don't want to do. I want to get an actual lift. I don't want to go underneath my car because just because that experience that kid almost died. Yep, I know there's jack stands too. Yeah, but there's not a lot of room to operate under there either. When it's only a foot or two off the ground, and it's just you can't really do much from that angle, in my opinion. But yeah, who cares? What you doing with that pencil? You ain't waiting. Run important, bro. You doodling. Shiba Inu. Yeah, doodling a little bit. But silver, look at that, 90, back up to 90. But yeah, we had a massive crash. But we saw a couple little waves right here. Look at these waves. Some of these buying waves. So I think we're going to go back up, you know. It's got a good support right here. Good support. Looks like we're heading back up. I was buying right in here today. Right in there. Yes. I think that is significant for me to say that. I was buying silver today. I was buying the ETF. It's called AGQ. Loading up. I bought 15 shares. And I threw that on top of my stack that I already had. Quite a few shares. I'm not going to tell you how many I have. It's not about, you know, comparing yourself to me or anything like that. But I added more to my stack. That's what you have to do. Is you just, I don't care how many you have, just buy more. You know, just keep on going in. If you feel confident, then buy whatever investment you think. Waves, not Pecs, bro, lost all his money in stocks. Didn't buy S&P ETFs. Sloan doesn't pay for paper. Come on, guys. Let's get some real good comments in here. Get some super chats going. We got to get some super chats. I'm working hard tonight. No, it's not that hard just to go on camera. But in a way it is because there's so many more million things I could be doing. So it is kind of hard. But I do have to write down a couple of things. So there is a couple of things I did want to discuss. Yeah, there was 3 members killed with this war. 3 people were killed. And there is, I think they do have a new supreme leader. Okay? And then I want to remind you guys they can't manipulate the long-term trend, okay? They can make silver crash down here to, it looks like it's at, I mean, they could bring silver down to 80 right now if they wanted to by dumping paper silver. But they cannot manipulate the long-term trend, okay? So silver has a destiny, just like you have a destiny to get rich, and I have a destiny to get rich. Silver's destiny is to go well over $300, okay? And that is the destiny that these market makers cannot stop. So Bank of America has a call on silver for $309. I think it's 306 or 309. So Bank of America can see silver going much, much higher. And if Bank of America says silver could go to 300, I think we could go to 500, okay? Because these banks always underestimate. So I also want to check out the gold to silver ratio today. Gold to silver ratio. Let's see what it is. Current gold to silver ratio. Let's see here. Let's see. What is it? 56? No, is it 56? It's not that high, is it? $56. Let's see the, yeah. It looks like the gold to silver ratio is 56. That's kind of high. Yeah. Oh yeah, it spiked way back up. So I think we saw this spike coming. We saw this spike coming because it fell so fast. So now gold to silver ratio is coming back up, and the next move should then be to collapse to about 35 to 1. I think we could go to at least 35 to 1 in the next silver run, at least. So expect to see that gold to silver ratio get more in tandem. It's going to get closer to a 1-to-1 ratio. So yeah, that's really good. That means silver's the buy right now. Okay, so the gold to silver ratio is reinforcing my belief in going bullish on silver right now. Remember, silver is vital to the economy. Without silver, there's so many things that we couldn't build. The electrical grid would suffer. Your cell phone would not perform as well. Your computer would not work as well. So many things would not function as well without silver. So that is the key thing. Silver could even be more valuable than gold. And it is. It is as industrial metal. Silver is more valuable than gold. And I think that the price in the future will reflect the facts. Okay. Also, gold is the metal. Gold is the metal of war. We have just heard that Russia sold a whole bunch of gold to pay for something, and during times of war, people a lot of the time they don't want paper currency because whenever there's war, that means inflation is going to be coming. So gold is the metal of war. So this is just another bullish thing for gold, And I didn't really have anything else. Look at a couple of the stocks today, but Bitcoin is what will eventually rip. Okay, buddy. The guy likes Bitcoin. Who am I to say he's wrong, I don't like Bitcoin. I like the other ones. I like the other cryptos. So let's see what stocks, if any. Yeah, the NRGU is up today over $3. NRGU. That's the leveraged big oil. Okay. I think that's going to be a key stock here to watch. NRGU, very, very important. Devon Energy is up $1.42. Devon Energy, DVN. That's good. First Majestic is $31.60. So that thing is still doing really good. Nova Gold, $14.20. Gold Royalty, GROY, up to $4.68. I like that one. Copper is still under $6. So I don't expect copper stocks to be performing super, super good right here. The cannabis ETF, MSOX, is way down. I've been eyeing up this one. I want to buy it sometime. But I've had to buy that for a long time and just waiting for the right moment. McEwen Mining is over $28 a share. That's good. That means my options are holding a lot of value. I think I have $22 calls, and it's at $28, so I'm pretty deep in the money. But I still have a lot of time, and I think this thing's going to go to at least double where it's at on McEwen Mining. MUX. I think the price is at least going to double. Before all is said and done, I think this could go to $100 easy. So I think it could triple. So I'm not selling right now. I am buying more McEwen Mining. Platinum Group Metal is $2.69. Super bullish on Platinum Group Metals. The ticker is PLG, $2.69. I'm super, super bullish on the stock, and I do hold options. Okay. Barrick Gold, $50.55. Hey, look who it is. Baby whale on a snail trail. That's one of my top members. Thank you for supporting the channel. Smoke time, he says. Well, it's not really smoke time. I mean, I don't trust my car to go to the res tonight. So, yeah, I'm not going to go. I don't really trust my car because the freaking fuel injector thing now, it's not wanting to start. If I go to the res and I get stuck, I could get eaten by res dogs. Those things are vicious, okay? My buddy got caught by a bunch of Indian reservation dogs, and they just about ripped his kid to pieces, okay? He barely made it out alive. His name is Scott Grambeck. Kid barely made it out alive. You don't want to be on the res at night and have your car break down, okay? He's doing good now, but I just saw him about a year ago. He's doing good. But yeah, this freaking AMC, $1.14. But yeah, appreciate you, Baby Whale on the Snail Trail. Somebody, silver is now, oh, let's take a look at silver. This is good. This is very constructive. So we're always watching the chart patterns to see when things are going to break out. So this is good right here. Look at this. Here's silver, but look. Boom, boom, boom. 3. Triple tops are very rare. Okay? Usually a triple top will lead to a breakout. Okay? Having a triple top and then crashing, no. Doesn't really happen that much. So I'm curious if we're going to break out above this. Okay? It's looking good. Looks like silver is going to take off tonight. Baby Whale on a Snail Trail. Gotta eat to grow. Come on, silver. You can do it. You can do it, silver. We're all gonna make it. We're all gonna get rich. Well, let's hope. Let's hope. It says lonely middle-aged loser. Lonely? No. I've got family, friends. I'm far from lonely, okay? Loneliness is not even like a word that's in my vocabulary. The only things that I'm thinking of is growing my business, getting rich. So even if I am lonely, I don't care. That's not my goal. My goal is not to be not lonely, you know? Sometimes to get to the top, you have to be lonely for a while. And you have to ignore and reject some of your friends that are trying to take you down the wrong path. For example, you know, drugs. You're gonna have to ignore those people. Okay? If you got to separate yourself from the pack. The path to success is sometimes lonely, okay? You're gonna have to be a lone wolf. And this guy, I don't think he understands. I think he's just a hater. And then he says, loser. Loser, that's your opinion. That's your opinion, you know? So that's, I don't know what he's going for here. But it ain't gonna work, buddy. I'm buying silver now, thanks. He's buying some silver right now, dude. I'm not lying. I bought today. I bought 15 shares of AGQ. It cost me over $2,500. And like I said, I already had a lot of shares, so I'm not scared to buy. Okay, I'm not afraid to get rich. A lot of people are scared to get rich. It's a scary thing. You got to put up your money and hope you made the right investments, you know? But I think we're making the right investments. It's pretty easy stuff. You just buy the shit that's going to be important in the next few years, and you buy the stuff that's at cycle lows. You buy the freaking war metals, you buy oil, and you'll be set. You buy copper, nickel, lithium, uranium stocks. What's oil doing right now? Take a look at the oil price right now, see where we're at. Oil, $71.26. And then we've got gold, $51.99. That doesn't make sense. No, I didn't look at this phone in a long time. So it's got to update. There it goes. Gold is at $5,355. We're moving up. We're moving back up, guys. 5,003. It's moving back up. Got to look at the long-term picture. Where's gold going to be in the next 5 years compared to your dollar? Okay? He says, fake gold chain. Wow. Okay, bro. I don't know why these guys do this. They come into my stream and they say, oh, your chain is fake. It's funny. Ha ha ha. These kids are ridiculous. You're probably 14 or something, you know. You own Get your money up. Yeah, that small gram will be worth more, but you ain't got bread. I ain't got bread? Okay, what's this then? I ain't got no bread, huh? That's bread. That's bread. Look at all that bread, buddy. Because they have fake, so everybody does, right? Yeah, he stands corrected. That $1 bill is enough, he says. He stands corrected. Thank you, bro. Hey, he was willing to admit when he was wrong. He said, I ain't got bread. And then he said he's corrected, okay? So, I respect you for admitting that you were wrong, okay? Next time you think somebody doesn't have any bread, think again. All right? Wow, you're rich, he says. Mike Hawk says I'm rich. Thank you. I should tape it on my hat. That'd be cool. Who knows what's going to happen, guys? With this war situation, it's really hard to say. I believe that the war is not over, though. I think it will escalate. If I'm right, the price of oil is going to go well over $100 a barrel. And gold is going to go over $7,000 an ounce. Okay? So, these are the boring days when we become rich. Days when most people are playing video games or doing other random stuff, you know. The days when you get rich are those days when you stay home, you just focus on your stocks, you focus on your money. Those are the days when real wealth is built. When you're not out there going drinking at the bars, not hanging out with your friends. Sometimes when you're alone, that's the best thing you could do. Is sit there alone and reflect on what you're doing in life and what you can do better. That's what I try to do. Jeffrey Epstein. Well, I think he's alive. Okay, he's already been spotted. He's not. You know, he's an elite. He's one of the elites. So I think he got to live. You know, it's messed up, dude. But yeah, I think Jeffrey's still alive. I've seen the reports of him being spotted. Yeah. What kind of jobs have you had, John? And what was your favorite one to do? Different jobs that I've had? Well, my favorite job is YouTube. obviously, but I've worked at just different retail stores. Okay, many different stores. Uh, Best Buy. I've worked at a Best Buy. I've worked at a Office Depot. I've had many different jobs at many different places. I've worked at just all kinds of just stupid stuff. Okay, all kinds of random jobs just to survive. Um, I first started getting rich when I worked at a. I was making machines to cut metal. They cut just metal sheets and stuff. And then we make lasers. So that's when I first started stacking cash and investing. And then I worked at a golf course. I was only making like $400 a week at a golf course, and I was stacking as much money as I could. I was buying silver back then. I was buying silver like every couple of weeks, and now I made a shitload of money because I invested in silver. So the point is, it doesn't matter what job you have, you can always save money. You can always invest. Even if you work at a McDonald's, you can invest money. And people have to change their way of thinking. All right. People are so scared to invest. It's like, why are you scared to build your net worth? They figure, oh, I work so hard for this money, so it's mine to spend. Well, you're a fucking fool. You're going to spend your whole paycheck? You're a fool. You're an idiot. I try to save as much of my paycheck as I can. All right? And I do. I save like half. Okay? It's taken me a while, but I've eliminated debt so that I can save more. And I eliminate payments and debts. It's always good to have some debt so you can build your credit, but it's just a lot of people have too much debt. Okay? Your debt can easily become hard to manage, unmanageable. Oh, I was saying I think real estate's going to crash. Real estate is struggling to hold value, and a lot of homes are actually losing value right now. So I think the main part of the housing bubble is kind of over, and the markets are just being supported basically. But I think there's going to be a big housing crash. I'm calling for a big depression. I think there's going to be some kind of a huge recession or depression, and that'll be our opportunity to buy our house. So right now, I think we should load up on silver, and then we should sell our silver and then buy a house when the houses crash. So buy silver now. When silver goes up, sell it, and then when houses go down, you use that cash to buy the land. You try to buy some land, then you can build on it, and then you can have a garden and all that stuff. You got to become self-sustaining, okay? So you got to buy your own land and buy a house, have a garden, have water filtration systems, have a well, all that stuff. You got to be working towards being able to sustain yourself. And think about solar panels too. Solar is very good. Okay. No, real estate will go up before it falls just a little bit more. Okay. I'm not going to fight you on that point because maybe it will go up, but I just do believe that it will come down. Real estate has been in a bubble. It's been too high for too long. And the stock market has been too high for too long, and yeah, it might go higher, but we need a correction. We need kind of a reset. Things have gotten too crazy. These valuations are ridiculous. People cannot afford a home, and the people that do, they're going into so much debt. It's not sustainable. Okay, silver right now $90.65. So, $90.72. So silver is doing good tonight. I'm just going to check my stock trading account and see what I'm up to. See how many millions I have. No, I don't have millions. I remember when I just got my trading account I had to get a trading account, you need $25,000. I've got more than 25K. That's all I'm going to say is I have my own trading account. Doing quite well. It's not at a record high. My account was actually a little bit higher when gold was at 5,600, but my account is still pretty high right now. It's just a little bit less than the all-time high, but pretty soon I think I'm going to be making a lot of money. Okay. Now I save my money, but it's party time for your 20s. Only smart kids save. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people are just going to party in their 20s. But if you're smart, you're going to not party so much and you're going to save and invest. Absolutely, bro. Definitely buy land for sure. I think right now land is too much money, but I'm going to be looking to buy in the future. The next 2 or 3 years, I'm going to be looking to buy my own piece of property. It will come down for sure. It's going to crash 100%. Yeah, I agree. Finally, someone agrees. It's very rare to find someone that agrees that housing is going to come down. Most people think, oh, it's just going to keep going up forever. I just think that's ridiculous. Yeah, it's going to keep going up, but it will have a crash soon, I think. So there's always going to be crashes. So you gotta expect it. Expect that crashes will come. All right, guys. Gold 5,351. I could try to start up the car and see if I could drive to the res and pick up some green. I want to. But I also have a lot of studying to do for my personal training course. So it's best to do that completely sober. Yeah. Best to do that sober. It's got like a freaking billion messages on this stupid phone. Come on, guys. Sui, yes. Sui. That kind of fits in right with H bar. Sui. Oftentimes they're talked about together and they're pumped up together as one unit. It's very strange. Could be the same people involved. You can see it's at a cycle low, basically, which is good. There's Sui. See the low, and now we're at another low. So I like this. I like it. Sui. Yeah. I'm going in on crypto, guys. I am buying. So I think I have Sui. Let me check. Let me see if I have Sui. SUI. If I don't have it, I'm going to buy 75 bucks worth. All right, there it is, number 26. I think I have some. Yep, I have some. I'm not going to buy more today because I think it might dip a little bit more. So I'm going to be looking out for the next couple of weeks and see if Sui drops a little bit more. If it could drop down to, what's this here, 38 cents. If it could drop down to 50 cents, I think I'd throw in another couple $100 at it. Yeah. Definitely a big fan of Sui. Because of the technological advancements and its utility. It's one of the utility coins, you know, like AVAX, Tron, Cardano. Like, it's one of these utility cryptos, like ICP. Top 5 chain, lots of adoption. Yeah, I know they're always pumping it up. Cryptos R Us is always pumping it up. That means they've got money to back it. So they have enough money and they're able to advertise. I think Sui, they pay Cryptos R Us and he pumps them up. So he helps them get pumped. It's good to see when these companies are paying YouTubers to pump them. It's a good sign that, you know, that it's real. It's a real movement. Both have great tokenomics. Yep, Sui and HBAR. They're both utility coins. And we're going to go into the utility age where that's all that matters. I think Bitcoin's going to be going down because it has low utility. And I think other cryptos like Sui, Tron, HBAR, ICP, Chainlink, Hedera, I think these are going to be coming up. They're going to be going way up, and Bitcoin's going to be going way down in the next 5 years or so. I think Bitcoin is going to be dethroned. One of these other utility coins is going to take over the number one spot. So I definitely think Bitcoin is going to be going the way of the dodo bird. Okay. This guy says it's all about Dogecoin. I like Doge. I have some. Doge is just a meme. It's not like, they're trying to give it utility. But I don't think there's really good technology with Dogecoin. But it is a very good meme coin. Okay. It's just a scam, just a meme coin. But Elon Musk has backed Doge before. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Whenever you can get insiders behind something, it usually means it's going to pump again. Okay? And a lot of insiders like Elon Musk are in on Doge. So I'm in on it too. I think Dogecoin is going for about 9 cents. I haven't bought any in a while, but I probably should. You can make quick money on meme coins. Yeah. You can also make a lot of money, but it takes a long time too. So, but I'm prepared to wait. I think for crypto right now, you got to have patience. All right. You got to just keep accumulating and have a lot of patience. Keep buying it. Don't be scared. Shiba Inu. Shiba coin. I love it. Do you know how the 6 trillion tokenized assets by the DTC for Canton? What? No. I never heard of that. He didn't say a lot. He said quick. I think you can make a lot of quick money. I think those are both true statements. You can make a lot of money on crypto, and you can make a lot of quick money on crypto. But you obviously have to get in at the bottom. If you get in at the bottom, it's going to be a heck of a ride. Okay? Best crypto project long term. I think that's ICP. The best long-term crypto project is ICP. But I think Hedera, Sui are good runners-up. So I own them all. I have them all. Like, why not buy multiple different ones? Okay? Because the fact is, we are outsiders. We don't actually know what the number one crypto is going to be in the next 10 years. So if you buy a whole bunch of different ones, then most likely you're going to get in on the number one. Okay? So I believe in diversification, spreading your money around. I have over 30 different cryptos right now. So I got a lot of different cryptos. How do you deal with losses? Well, usually I'll double down. If I lost money, I'll double down. I'll invest more. That's usually how I deal with it. I just face the problem head on. I say, okay, market makers, you want to steal from me? I'm going to buy even more crypto. I'm going to buy even more stocks. All right? But yeah, I don't really have too many losses. My only losses now, I would say, is AMC and Realbotix. XBOTF. So I don't really have a lot of losses because I've been into gold and silver. So I basically have those two losses. AMC and Realbotix. That's it. I make money on virtually everything. Oh, with crypto. I have some loss on crypto. They're not real losses that I've reported, but I have lost money on crypto. I was buying Shiba Inu all the way down. Not at the top, but I started buying and then bought it lower. So how do I deal with that? Yeah, I just buy more. So when it comes to crypto, how I deal with losses, I just keep on buying. I just don't get scared. I don't let the market makers affect me. I don't let the bearish sentiment get to me. And you have to stay strong, okay? Definitely, these projects, these cryptos that you really believe in, don't let it affect you. If a good project goes down in value, you should be happy, okay? You should be ecstatic. You should be like, yes, Shiba Inu just dropped. Now I can buy more. So you got to change the way you think. What about quantum stocks? Well, which one? What do you think of streamers like Ice Wallow Comb? I never heard of that guy. I heard of Clavicular. Clavicular is a good streamer, but I don't know about that guy. Usual suspects. Anything on copper stocks? Well, no, just copper's under $6 right now. I think one of the better copper stocks is Western Copper and Gold. It's WRN. And the other one is called Copper Fox. Which one's Copper Fox? Is that like CPFOX or something? But ideally, though, I mean, you can buy Devon Energy, DVN, and they get copper out of the ground too. You can buy a lot of different mining companies, and they also pull out copper. Okay? Copper Fox, it's doing good, yes. Doing quite well. So this is one of the better copper ones right here, I think. But it already went up a lot, so Copper Fox. Copper Fox Metals. See, it's moving up, but yeah, I really like that one. But yeah, I'm bullish on copper. You can buy copper pennies. I like to buy copper pennies. So are you buying Ethereum and Bitcoin? No, I think those are going to be slow movers compared to other cryptos. Bitcoin and Ethereum are not good. Bitcoin has got some of the worst tokenomics ever. And I think Ethereum is okay, but it's really overpriced and it's not very fast with the transactions. I think ICP has way faster transactions. So yeah, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not really good utility coins, but they are big cryptos within the space. They're very popular. They've been pumped up to the moon. So they're not good, but they have good advertising. They're pumped up. Bitcoin has got to be the worst. Okay. Do you think it's going up anytime soon? Yes. This guy says Bitcoin's going down to 52K. It might. Nirvana, Monero, do you short crypto or just dollar cost average? Well, I wouldn't short crypto now because it's already, much of the losses have already been incurred. So I wouldn't want to short it now close to the bottom. So, yeah, I would short crypto, but right now I'm going long. I don't think it's the time to short crypto. I think that time has already come and gone. The time to short crypto would have been at the end of 2024. So I'm not, yeah, I'll let you guys know if I short crypto, but I'm not doing it right now. Right now, just go long, just buy, dollar cost average. And remember, these other YouTubers, they tell you to dollar cost average at the top. I tell you to sell at the top. So I'm way, 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 way better than these other guys that have over 100,000 viewers, you know, because these guys get paid to keep you in it. I don't get paid for anything. So I tell you the truth about when is the right time to sell and when is the right time to buy. Because there's nobody that is controlling me. All these other guys, they have someone that's controlling them, or they have someone that's paying them money. But me, you're going to get the real deal, the real truth. Okay? Monero he likes. I don't think I have Monero. Maybe I should check it out. Do you? I had 97 million in SHIB 3 years ago, and it didn't do anything. Yeah. I had 97 million SHIB 3 years ago, and it did do shit. Actually, it went up a lot. Shiba Inu went up. Yeah, it went up. Oh, yeah. Shiba Inu did a lot. It went up from 509 to 4046. Shiba Inu coin. So I have traded that whole time that you've been owning it. I've been trading it. You know, now you're here. Now you can trade it too. So here's the all-time chart. So here's Shiba Inu. So if you had it 3 years ago, what's 3 years ago? So this is 2026, 2025, 2024, 2023. Okay, so right there. This is 2023. This is when you bought it. So look at that, went up. And you said it didn't do anything? You could have sold it here, bought it here, sold it here, and now start buying it back in here. Okay? So you can't say Shiba didn't do anything. You just missed the opportunity to profit. I didn't. I made money, and now that gave me more money to buy more Shiba. So now I have more Shiba than you. Okay? and I hate to be mean, but you're a wimp and you're a crybaby. Okay? I'm trying not to say the B word or swear at you, but you're a real wimp. Oh, I had 97 million SHIB. First of all, that's not a lot, and you didn't sell it. How can you say it didn't do shit when it skyrocketed? Oh, it didn't do anything. You just didn't take the profit, so now you're mad. Okay? Now, the question is, what do you do? What do you do that you were a fool and you missed the opportunity to sell? Okay? What I would do if I were you is to buy more. You got to get up to at least 300 million. At least. Okay? And what is the price that you bought it at? You know, you're not telling me how much, what, and you're not telling me anything. You know, you should have sold it. Okay? So crypto will be cooked soon. I think it already is cooked. We're approaching cycle lows. I got 258 million SHIB. Now we're talking. Now this guy's serious, okay? Good job, bro. Black Mamba. What if the coins you bought don't reach where you expected? So what if they don't reach my targets? So my target on Shiba Inu is a 10x. So that would put us at 405. If it does not reach that, I will reevaluate, and based on the charts, I'll decide if I want to liquidate, if I want to sell. So if we're getting close to my target of a 10x, but it looks like we're not going to hit it, I will start selling. I'll start liquidating so that I can take profit. Okay? So yeah, even if it doesn't hit your target, reevaluate the chart patterns and say, okay, does it look like it's still going to hit my target? If everything still looks good, then just keep on holding it. Okay? But yeah, I would buy more now. Buy more Shiba Inu now. WTI is finally paying me off. LOL, thanks for the recommendation. He says finally. Yeah, just wait another 3 years or 4 years, bro. You're going to see how much money you can really freaking make. WTI, oil stock. It's going to pay. It's $3. It's about $3 today. It takes time. It takes time. Okay? Remember, you don't want to sell that because it's going to pay special dividends too. WTI is going to be giving special dividends, but we need a higher oil price, higher natural gas. So we got to load up on these positions for the long term, I believe. I dropped over 9 months and I dumped it all into salvage. I got it in May of 20, mad a little October that year and went crazy on, but it didn't gain for a long, long time. Yeah, that's why you got to take the profit. I mean, look at that. You made it. You bought it at the right time. It shot right up. May of 20. My average is okay. Oh yeah, so you're freaking 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a good price, dude. You're still good. Yeah, you should have sold some and took some profit, but you're still in at a decent price. You're not really down as much as most. But just look for the future. It's going to go back up. Shiba's going to go back up. I'm only on disability, so I didn't have that much to invest. Okay. Dang, that sucks. You're on disability. Yeah. Remember, though, spread your money around. Don't just buy Shiba Inu. Try to buy as much different crypto as you can and buy silver. Really, the key is silver, and I think you probably don't have any silver. Because a lot of the people that talk about crypto, they don't have silver. I think that's foolish. You should definitely buy some silver, okay? Diamond hands, yeah. We're diamond hands right here. So, I am definitely in the diamond hand category. I am not afraid to buy more Shiba Inu and keep on buying it at these levels. This level is a gift. All right? Same. We have an amazing gift. I don't know if I don't want to say God has given us this gift. It's just the markets has given us this gift. And it's up to us if we take advantage of it. So you saw me. I bought XYO and I didn't buy Hedera today. I was going to buy some more, but I already have it. Or Sui. I was going to buy Sui, but I already have it. And I don't want to buy more right now. Thing keeps dropping out. Just before it made its big jump the first time and typing sucks to execute the text. Silver is right way Yeah, silver has went up quite a bit. I don't know if it went up 913%. No, I didn't go that high. It was down at like 14 or 15, and now it's in the 90s, so pretty close, you know. But I still think it can go up a lot more. Silver is going to still go up a lot more. And very bullish on silver. Right now we're sitting at $90, a little over $90 an ounce. How much of my bullion did I sell? How many of you guys know the answer to this question? Now that silver has skyrocketed, how much bullion did I sell? Anyone want to take a guess? Let's just say it quick so I can get it over with. Anyone want to take a guess how much silver I sold? How much silver am I dumping at these very high prices? Yeah, zero. I'm not selling any silver. Hell no. I think I'd probably sell some if we hit like 175, 200, 225. I believe in selling on the way up. So if the price goes back up above 120, I could sell a little bit if I want to. And then if it hits like 150, I could sell a little bit more. If it hits 160, sell a little bit more. And you want to just keep selling all the way up because you never know how high it's going to go. But I think we know it's going to go a lot higher than it is right now. So that's why I'm not selling any silver. Because I think these are baby prices. This is just a moronic price. Silver should be way higher. Okay? Remember, they can manipulate silver down. It was at 95 bucks the other day. And they crashed it all the way back down to 88. But they cannot manipulate the long-term trend. Okay? Silver is destiny. It's destined for 300 plus. I believe that. I believe it will happen. I bought more at the 73 dip. Good job, dude. Don't be afraid to buy these dips, okay? War will surge the energy stocks. Yes. What's going to happen with this war, though? What's going to happen? Dude, I don't know. I don't know, man. This is crazy, okay? Hope it goes up soon. I should have bought more at 15. Yeah. Well, everybody, you know. Yeah, you should have bought this, should have bought that. Yeah. I should have bought more Pokemon cards when I was 15 years old. You know, doesn't work out that way. But yeah, definitely should have brought more. I should have bought more Pokemon cards. Because those went up in value the most. Those went up more than any stock. Any crypto. Well, not any crypto, but cryptos go up a lot. So, but war is going to cause the precious metals, silver, gold, copper, oil. It's all going to skyrocket. It's just a matter of time. I think they're manipulating silver down right here so the institutions can buy more. I heard JP Morgan has over 700 million ounces of silver. Okay? This is crazy. The price of silver is going to skyrocket, guys. You got to get in on this stuff. I should have bought more. Yep. Bitcoin when it was 300. Yeah, don't. Why do you do that? Why do you keep bringing up the past? Come on, bro. That's what everybody does. They always bring up the past and say, oh, I should have done this or I should have done that. What can you do now? Okay? What can you do right now that can make you successful in the next 5 years? Quit worrying about the past. People always do that. Stupid. All right? I used to have Magic cards from 1998. Magic. I love that game. They still have that game. They have it on the internet, and you can still play the cards. But I guess the new cards kind of suck because it's like Magic is mixed with Marvel. It really sucks. But yeah, Magic cards are sick. I used to play. Yeah. My deck is at my buddy's house. So I actually have a Magic deck, but I haven't been to his house in a long time. I'm just too busy with the YouTube and stuff. I bought 2,000 of SHIB in June. June of 2024? Did you buy the top? Was that the top or what? One of the tops? January, February. So what did you pay? Did you pay like 402? How much did you pay for it? Get vitamin D. Okay, you paid 4028. That's kind of a lot. Yeah. That's kind of a lot. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You know, I think that you could lower that average. If you buy more right now, you're going to lower your average. And then I think you'll be doing better. I wouldn't worry about it. Just keep buying more. If you want to, I would keep buying more. Or just keep what you have and look for other cryptos. As long as you keep investing new money, that's what you got to do. You got to get yourself into a good situation where you can afford to invest some money. And then you got to grow your wealth, and it takes time. You have to stick with it. Day in and day out. Week after week after week. Month after month after month. That's the only way you're going to become a millionaire, is if you just continue to focus on investing and building your wealth. But yeah, you paid a little too much. I was selling it at above that level. I was selling mine at like 4032. You were close to the high there, you know. It sucks. It's all gone now. He says it's all gone. He can take tablets. I take vitamin D, you son of a gun. I take D. I take the D. See? Vitamin D and K2. Yeah. Solid question, am I right? Do you invest in yourself learning some skills or buying any equipment that you could use, or do you earn money or food if the economy collapses or some other reason like war? Okay, it's kind of a tough question to follow. Do I invest in myself? Yes, I'm taking a program for personal training. I do a lot of reading. You know, I eat healthy. I think if you eat healthy, that means you're investing in yourself, because you're going to live longer and have more time to get rich and more time to spend with your family. Equipment, yes, I buy video editing, or I buy photo editing software and stuff like that. So yes, could use, or you do earn money on or food if the economy collapses. Well, the goal with food is to have a garden. I'm not sure exactly what you're getting at with that. If you FOMO in, you got to sell fast. I bought 10 worth and make 400 when it jumped up. Wow. That's crazy. You spent $10 and it went up to $400. Yeah. That's crazy. That shows you what crypto can do, though. I mean, imagine if you, that just shows you the potential that some of these cryptos have. And I think that Shiba Inu, it might even have similar potential now as it did back when you bought it. Okay? I said that Shiba Inu is going to 10x. It might do more, though. So I bought 10. Yeah, that's how I got hooked on Shiba Inu. Yeah. Yeah, I would have got hooked on it, too, if I made that much money on it. That's crazy, dude. But, yeah. Oh, shucks, guys. I'm going to have to eat. Since I worked out, I got to just keep stuffing my face with more food. Got the gold. Ooh, boy. Gold. Oh. My precious. Not really. It's only worth about 5,000. And these days, 5,000 is nothing. Nothing. All 5,000 is good for is to invest it and try to turn it into 25,000. You know, that's all I would do. If I had 5 G's, I'd just invest it and try to make 25 grand. But this is kind of dead money, you know. Gold doesn't pay a yield. That's why I like stocks. I really like stocks. Gold's not my favorite. I do like to wear gold. Makes me feel good. Hug. What do you mean by that? Come on, gold. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get rich, guys. Let's get rich. Gold is up. Gold is up, guys. Come on, come on, come on. So, yeah, we're basically waiting to see what the next move is for the war. What's the next move? I don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows except the insiders. And I think that this is going to be a big war, and I think they want a war. Okay? Um, who is the next leader in Iran? Let's see who this next leader is. Iran's next supreme leader has not officially been named yet, but several senior clerics and political figures are considered potential successors. Current status of Khamenei. As of February 2026, Khamenei is still alive, according to Iran's foreign minister, despite reports of U.S.-Israel strikes targeting him and other officials. Yeah, Trump said that we killed this guy, but now it looks like we didn't kill him. Okay? Like, so did we kill him or not? Don't know. We don't know. Okay? Khamenei has led Iran since 1989. Political and spiritual authority. The supreme leader of Iran is... So yeah, he's not dead. He's not dead yet. Trump said he was dead. How? What? I have a 304 gram. Wow, bro. That's a big... That's what I want. This is only 90, like 93 or 97 grams, something like that. I think it's 93.7. But yeah, this guy's got a massive gold chain. That's what I want for this channel. That would make me seem definitely more legit if I had a bigger chain. But of course, everyone would say it's fake. So, but either way, it'll get attention. It'll get comments. So the government runs on a theocracy. I am thinking of buying a freeze dryer to freeze dry food. Use it to make money selling things. Yeah, prepping is always good. You definitely got to prep. You got to have enough food. You got to have a couple of guns. You know, like you should have a gun for every family member, okay? Like if you have 5 people in your family, you should have 5 guns. That way you can defend your house if you need to, okay? Not that you will need to, but you may need to. You have to be prepared for the worst. And yes, definitely freeze drying foods is good. I have family members that are into freeze drying food. It like sucks out all the oxygen and all the moisture or whatever, and it lasts forever. You know, the best thing is beef jerky. You know, freeze dried, high quality, healthy beef jerky. From venison. It's actually not venison jerky, not beef. You know, so you want to go get a couple of deer and make some jerky. Yeah. And then you can do canned vegetables, and you can store canned vegetables and stuff like that. But you should have solar panels, and that electricity is going to be going to freezers, and you have all the meat in your freezers. Okay. So you can store meat for a long time. If you got solar panels, you got your own system that's apart from the grid, then you're going to be set. Okay, that's why you want solar panels, and you want freezers, and you want to get a garden and stuff like that. I'm not there yet. I still don't have my own house. I rent this place, so I'm not rich yet. You know, I'm definitely getting rich, but it just takes a lot of time. Okay, it's a struggle to get rich, and like I said earlier, getting rich is very lonely. Okay, very lonely. So it's really a struggle. But I'm trying to stay here so I can keep you guys focused. And I know if I go away, then a lot of you guys might lose hope that you can become rich. Okay, but guys, just know this: if something happens, if I do go away, you gotta stay focused on the path. Okay, you gotta stay focused on getting rich, even if I'm not here one day, because I don't know what's gonna happen. If I just disappear, if I go away, I need you guys to just keep on focused. Okay, even if I'm not here, pretend like I am. I'll be a figment of your imagination. Okay, I'll be with you for always. Even if I die, I'll still be with you. And my ideas and my theories and my enthusiasm about becoming rich, that's always going to be with you. All right, but no, I don't think anything's going to happen to me. So don't worry, guys. All right, I'm very healthy, very strong. Everything should be fine. So, yeah. Let's get this money, guys. I think that's a good place to end it. I think we should end it. All right. So thanks everybody. I'm gonna be watching the price of gold and silver tonight. I might take a drive over to the res, pick up a little bit of green. But right now we're looking good. Gold, silver's back up above $90, and gold is 5,364. Let's just quick check the price of oil, see where we're at with the oil price. That's very important to watch. If the Strait of Hormuz closes, then the price of oil could really, really jump. So far, we got a good reaction. Oil went up a little bit. Right now, it's at 71.90. It kind of looks like it has broken out of its downtrend, you know. Here's the chart. So here's the downtrend on oil. You see all these tops, 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 tops. But now we're breaking out. See that? We're breaking out. So I think we are seeing some bullish indicators that the downtrend in oil may be over. It may. Okay. But I'm not smart enough to say if it is for sure. But it looks like it is. It looks like it is. It looks like oil is going to be going back up. But we'll see. We'll see. He says, the chain is fake. Wow, bro, you just called me out in front of all these people. Okay, thanks. We got 100. Thanks for that $100 right there. No, that's like worth like a cent. It's good. It's good though. Thank you. How much are you asking? I'm not selling it, bro. This thing the melt value is 5,300. That's what it melts for. So if I was going to sell this, I'd want like 7,500 cash. And I don't even want to sell it. This is going to my kid. When I have a kid, it's going to be his. Do you think World War III is going to happen? Yes. I think we're already in it. I think World War III already started with COVID. And we need a major war. We need to freaking flip the whole script, as they say. Flip over that monopoly board, you know? When you suppress people in the U.S. and you make men feel unwanted and unneeded, eventually the men are going to rise up and just flip the whole board, okay? We're going to have a revolution in this country. And we're also having war in other countries, too. So this is not good. Not good at all. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Gucci Mane in 2006. If you're worried, good. If you're worried, good. Get prepared, okay? Because if you're just going to be ignorant and foolish, oblivious to the disaster that's coming, then you're not going to prepare. But if you're worried, you'll prepare, all right? I guess what? I'm worried too. That's why I'm buying silver and gold, okay? I'm going to be able to use this to barter with for food or whatever the hell I need. Oh, I need to freaking cross a border somewhere. I need to pick up a car. Here, I'll trade you this gold chain. Okay, here, take my car. All right. You know, this is going to skyrocket in value. You'll be able to trade this for a car. I can trade this for a car right now. All right. This guy says he's not scared. He's worried but not scared. Yeah. It's good to worry a little bit. If you're not worried, you're a fool. You should be worried because the world is changing, and it's changing for the worse. We're going to see more attacks. We might even see attacks on our homeland in the U.S. Sleeper cells. Okay? Now that we're fighting Iran, Iran might have sleeper cells in the U.S. Okay? So that's one of my predictions is that we will see sleeper cells in the United States become activated. And we're going to see more stuff like the Twin Towers, or, you know, yeah, when the Twin Towers came down. We're going to see a lot of crazy stuff, I think. This is going to be insane. Stack silver, yes. It's okay, we all die. Stockpile weapons. That's a smart guy right there. Weapons are going to always be worth a lot of money, especially ammunition, too. Guns and ammo. Got to stock up on lots of guns and ammo. And knives. Oh. Philly says the Bible, word of God, state not to have fear around 365 times. Spiritual vitamin. Yeah. Don't have any fear, but it's okay to worry a little bit. I think. Oh, shit. I am not that sure that gold, silver will be that good to have. I think there will be a lot more value in skills and equipment or food. Yeah. For sure. The skill of fixing cars is always going to be good. But remember, if you have a skill, you're going to be getting paid in gold and silver, or you're probably not even going to want to do the job. Gold and silver are going to be the main sources of money once the dollar collapses. Gold's going to skyrocket. Crazy, guys. What's about to happen? And everyone thinks that gold and silver are done, Oh, they're not going to go any higher. These people are just scared. All right, I think I got to go, guys. Making me nervous. Yeah, you should be. The people that are not nervous, these people will be dead. You will not even be here anymore. The people that are nervous, they're going to prepare. You got to be prepared. Guns, food, ammunition. Yeah. The people that are just living their lives in an oblivious, ignorant state, these people will be the first to go. They'll be the first to go. Because they're not going to be prepared. They're not going to have weapons. They're going to be robbed by the gangs. There's going to be massive gangs sweeping across all different states. And there will be breaking into houses and all that stuff. It's going to be like the worst thing that we've ever seen in our lives. It's going to be insane. You got to have weaponry. Scripture also states to watch and pray and be sober and vigilant, for our adversary, the devil, roams like a lion seeking who he may devour. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits and principalities. Yeah, that's true, bro. Yeah, it's good to see someone quote the Bible. I'm a Bible dude myself. I've been studying the Word of God for many years in my spare time, which I don't get a lot of spare time. But I learned from one of the best preachers around that taught me a lot of stuff. He says, please stay on. No, I'm not making jack shit right now. I got to go. I got so much more important shit to do. I'm working on my personal training course. And guys, the faster I can get my personal training degree, the faster I can quit Burger King. So I got to go. Dixon. Hey, Dixon, thanks for that. It's like a golden turd. All right. Yeah, forever slacker, let's get rich. Keep focused. Don't go out and party, okay? Focus on your money. Thanks again for that little thing. Christ also said to his disciples, sell your cloak and buy a sword. He did? No way. Buy a sword. That's crazy, because that's like that I said, buy a weapon, buy a gun, you know? Jesus did say, sell your cloak and buy a sword. This statement is in Luke 22:36. He instructs his disciples to prepare for the challenges ahead, just like we need to do today. The context suggests that Jesus was preparing them for the trials they would face after his crucifixion. Some interpretations view this command as metaphorical, emphasizing the need for readiness in ministry, while others take it literally as permission to carry arms. I think it's meant to be literal and figurative. I certainly know, sell your cloak and buy a sword. I think that's literal, but probably figurative too. But yeah. How much to put on a shirt? $5. You give me $5 and I'll put on a shirt. But yeah, the importance of being prepared and having the right tools